Alright guys, so very quickly I'm going to show you the different products that I'm going to be using. I'm just using a regular paddle brush just to brush through if I have thicker pieces that I'm curling my hair in. As you may see in the video, some of my pieces are small, others could be medium. I don't do them too big, but I can also show you the difference if you want to do a bigger curl versus a tinier curl, and you'll see what I mean when I show you the barrel that I'm using. Also, I have little clips here. What do they call these? Alligator clips? I have these, and just like a regular little clip like this. So again, I got these from the hair store. I also have this little comb, so if I do smaller pieces and I want to comb through, make sure there's no knots or anything, I will go in with this comb. So again, paddle brush, comb. I don't use a brush to brush through. I mean, I guess this is a brush, but you know what I mean. I'm not using like a regular bristle brush. And then, I mean, you could use a hair tie. I'm really just kind of simple. I just use the clips. They're easier for me. Now, for the curling iron. This is a curling iron that I am using. This is by Hot Shot Tools. This can go from 280 to 450 degrees. Now, I don't take my curling iron that high only because I like my hair. I don't want to burn it off. So I have mine set at about, don't let me lie, I don't know. What is this, maybe 340, 50, 60, 70, yeah, 340. So I have mine set at 340. This is a good way for me. Also, the higher you have your curling iron, I don't know if you've ever noticed, men or women, when you smell someone's hair, or maybe they get into your car and their hair smells burned, their curling iron was up too high. And there's also a possibility their hair could have been dirty. But I'm gonna go with the hot curling iron. So please, 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 even though it can go this high, maybe if you're curling a wig where it's okay and you need this heat to get that curl to stay, that is the only time that I would recommend going this high. Otherwise, you kind of want to do just a in-between in the middle, because the lower the heat is, the curl probably won't stay. I'll tell you, if I'm curling freshly washed hair, it's probably harder for me to keep the curl. So I'll maybe curl one side of my hair, get to the next side, and then I'm looking like, oh shit, this entire side fell. The curls don't hold. That is another thing. I don't put spritz in my hair, gel, none of that. The most I do, I just lay my edges down, which I've already done just to save time because I'm super long-winded, and I'm also just gonna fast forward through this video because it's very, monotonous. So just wanted to show you guys exactly what I use. This is on and it's hot. The other thing that I like about these curling irons, they get hot very quickly. So I know in the morning before work, or if I'm going somewhere, I may come in the bathroom, like fill in my eyebrows or something and cut my curling iron on, and I know when I'm done, like it's ready to go. So it's not like plugging the iron in to get ready to iron your clothes and it's like, damn, I gotta wait 5 minutes for this thing to get hot. No, it's like instantaneous. I love it. So basically with this barrel that I wanted to show you all, this is a very skinny barrel. I should have pulled out other options for you guys to see the difference, but I want to say this is like a 1/4 inch. Don't let me lie. I figured out and put it in the bottom bar, but this is the tiniest that you can get for a curling iron barrel. This is the smallest. I do have medium and I do have large. The longer your hair is, then you probably want to use a bigger barrel. Like I said, the medium barrel was kind of my go-to, and then I got this little guy and I was like, this is it. Funny story with this, I actually had my hair straight one day when I went to my friend Capri's house. Now, me and straight hair, I just have a thing about it. I love straight hair, but me with straight hair, after so many hours, I'm like, no, I need to curl it. So I'm at her house, and she, of course, does not have a curling iron, bless her heart. All she had was a curling wand. I don't know how to use a wand, and I'm gonna be there all day. I'm burning my little frosty paws because there's no tip at the end. So a lot of wands come with gloves, but yeah, I basically got through like maybe 3 or 4 pieces, and I'm like, nah, this ain't it. So I left her house to go to Sally's to get a curling iron. And this is what I got, and I've been in love with this ever since. That was probably about 2 years ago. Yeah. All right, so enough talking. I am gonna go ahead and get started on this video. Like I said, I'm not gonna use a comb or anything to section my hair. I just use my fingers and then clip it up. I've done numerous ways to section my hair when I get ready to curl it. You know, doing it section by section, and that just takes forever. I'm basically at the point where I'll section my head in 2 sections. I'll part it in 2 sections, and then each section, I'll section it again. So basically 2 and then 2, but you'll see. All right, let me stop rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I want to make sure that I have enough hair because you don't want to have janky sections. So I'm just gonna like knot this and get it out of my way. Oh, that didn't work. Always when I'm filming a video, the hair acts crazy. Always. Okay, we're just gonna do that. That'll work. So now I have the top part up, and then I just have the back part. And like I said, I'm gonna make 2 sections over here. So total, we're just gonna have 4 sections and keep it pushing. So I'll usually pull the hair out to the front like this. But since I'm gonna start on this side, I'm just gonna pull this around to the front for me to work with. Like I said, I've been curling my hair since I was in like 6th grade. I was 11, I'm now 30. So I could do this shit in my sleep, like for real. It's really weird to me, women that say that they don't know how to curl their hair. Cause I feel like as a female, like you kind of just have one job to do. Now, as you can see, when I curl my hair, I leave the ends out. Let me unravel that. I leave the ends out when I curl it, just to have that straight look at the bottom. I don't like the whole thing curled, but I'll show you what I'm talking about on this next piece of hair. And see, I just use the brush because you don't want the hair to have any knots or anything when you go in to curl it. That's just gonna be a headache later on. Also, when I curl my hair, my curls are very messy. They're not too like uniform, and I messed that up. The curl got away from me. I'm trying to show you guys how to kind of just go down to the end here. Just gotta be very careful and don't lose the hair because it will slip because it's a slippery little sucker. And then you just hold it. It's pretty warm up here. Holding it ensures that your curl is going to stay. Like I said, the last thing you want to do is spend all your time curling the hair and then it falls before you even leave the house. Fall with fog and humidity outside, okay? Okay, so if you can see the difference, and it makes the length of the hair look longer too. So automatically when you curl your hair, it's gonna shrink and get shorter. So if you curl the entire piece, see how much shorter that looks than this piece down here because my ends are straight. So that's the difference, but I don't really give a damn. I'm gonna leave that piece as is. And we're gonna go ahead and go to the next section. And we're just gonna piece this out. I did say I was gonna do a voiceover, so I think I should just stop talking and just kind of speed the video up at this point. Y'all get the idea. When it gets good, I'll come back to let you know it's getting good. Okay, so if you can see these pieces, this side is kind of wavy. These curls are not holding up. That I just fucking curled. Yes. This side is holding up, this side is not. So at this point you have two options. You can either leave it as is and keep it pushing for the day, or you can recurl them. I'm actually trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, if I'm just gonna leave it. But then because one side is curled, then it's kind of like, don't be trifling. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go back. I wonder why those didn't hold and the other ones did. Because obviously the curling iron was hot enough, but oh well, this happens. So this is actually good to show you guys. I mean, the hair is still curled, but it's not as tight as it should be. So I'm just gonna go back and do it again. And that's fine, I have time right now. Now, if I were running out the door for work or something, I would just leave it as is, because you know. Curling hair can be a little time consuming. I'm bored already. But curling hair is also like kind of fun to me. Curling hair to me is like painting my nails or coloring a coloring book. Like, I enjoy doing hair. I taught myself how to do so much when it comes to hair because I enjoy doing it and I like to be self-sufficient and not have to run to the beauty salon and spend guap every time I need my hair done, whether you know, it's a relaxer or just curling it, or I don't know, anything. I just know how to do all of it myself. I taught myself. I got tired of paying people. I got tired of paying people to, you know, do it, but then instantly when I leave, I'm in the car, like in the mirror, like fixing my hair and coming home and redoing it. Like, what was the point of me going to get it done and paying you? So remember what I said about the freshly washed hair? Sitch, this is it. This is what's happening. So, as you can see, I mean, the curls, yeah. But oh well. I'm gonna go ahead and do this top section. And here we are. We're just gonna split into two sections like show. And I'm just gonna pin this up and out of my way. Pin that out of the way, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do this section. Make sure I don't have my curly pieces. I'm actually gonna redo this little curl over here though, just because it's looking a little wet behind the ears. It's looking like it's about to give out on me any minute. And then just redo this one really quickly. And I know the curling iron is nice and hot because I've had it plugged in. And my dad even called me and I thought, ow, talked to him for a second. It's just being funny acting right now. Anywho, so we want to get that section out of the way and then bring this down. And then I just go from the back and just pull a section. So I have like this chunk up here. So like I said, you don't want to do it too chunky. So what I'm gonna do is just half this section. So I'm gonna throw that there and go ahead and curl this piece. So now I'm gonna do another section. I would get the hiccups. So again, we have this chunk of hair. Okay. So I'm just gonna cut that again and then just pin this up out of my way. Brush it out. And then curl it. Okay, then that piece came out. You kind of don't want to pull on the curl and tug it because you're, gonna lose the curl. Some people like to scrunch them like that and kind of hold the heat in their hand with the curl. So there's different ways that you can set it. Some people also pin them, so they'll do that and then pin it so that it's really sitting there with the heat, and then once they're done with their entire head, they'll go back and take all the pins out. I've done that before, time consuming. Yeah, I would only do that if you have the time for it. One side down. Now my little front pieces here, I do pull on these because I don't want them super tight. I don't want them that tight. So I'll kind of pull on these just to, so what I'm looking for, let them cool like this, yeah. Because I don't want a super tight, fluffy curl in the front, looking like Shirley Temple, like I'm 12, like my mom's getting me ready for church. And it's still kind of curly, so I'll show you how I fix it once I do this other side. So I'm gonna take this section down And I'm gonna do the same thing I did before. Go ahead and pull from the back here. Again, I have a huge chunk of hair, so I'm just gonna brush this out. I'm gonna separate it with my fingers. Like so. There we go. We ready to go? And then hold this till the end of eternity. I mean, I probably could have turned around so y'all could see how I curl the back, but it's the same as the front. It's really all about your hand-eye coordination when you're curling your hair, all the different sections. And then just slowly pull it out. All right, we shaking and moving. Let's grab another section. Here's a big chunk. Just gonna separate the two into two sections. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Comb this out. This one I already know isn't gonna hold, so I'm gonna recurl it. I already see it in my future. I already foresee it happening. You're not gonna stay. Ugh. My back hurts. Goodness. I'm just like trying to wiggle this out as slowly as possible. There we go. And listen, if your curling iron starts sliding off like it's about to fall off the counter or wherever you got it, don't go to pick it up, because you know what's gonna happen, right? It's gonna slide and you're gonna pick up the barrel and your frosty paws is gonna be burnt. Just let that curling iron slide, sis. Just let it do its thing. All right, so we got another chunk. Just gonna go ahead and cut it. Get that out the way. And curl this next piece. As you can see, the pieces that I leave out, I'm just gonna call them the tails. None of them are ever the same size. It gives me a little bit more of a messy look. That's what I like to go for. I don't want everything to be uniform. What is this? So yeah, they'll sometimes be this length, they'll sometimes be this length. Sometimes it could be longer. But none of them are the same size. If y'all could see all these gray hairs in here, oof. You'll be like, God, Jimmy, you're so old. That Doritos commercial, if y'all have seen that, where the guy gave him the Doritos and the little, I was about to say spaceship, but the time machine. And then the guy comes out of his house and he's like, get out of my yard. And then the guy sees the old man and he's thinking it's the little boy Jimmy that gave him the Doritos. He's like, Jimmy, you're so old. Jimmy. Okay, we are on the last be childish and curl this little piece by itself. Yeah, there's a gray right there. I mean, at this point, I'm just over like kind of pulling my grays. I'm over it. Over it. Like they say, you pull them and then they just come back. I pull mine and 30 more sprout up. Oh, they're here to ruin my life. So again, I'm just gonna stretch this front piece. Okay, I did better than this one. This one was like, nah. All right, so my full head is curled. Look at it. So, we now have many of different options that we can do for these curls. So, what I could do, I'm gonna tell you, if it's humid outside, I'll leave my hair like this, and then when I get to work, I'll brush them out. So they're still super fluffy, but I'm gonna show you different things that I do with my curls depending on the looks that I'm trying to get. So if I want like a really fluffy look, there's two ways that I'll achieve that. I'm gonna show you the one way first, and then I'm gonna do something else and then show you the second way. So what you can do, you can have a comb like this, a wide tooth comb. I mean, you could use a smaller comb to tease if you wanted to, but I mean, my hair's not short, so if I had super short hair, like something up to here, I'd probably use a smaller comb to tease, but it's not really necessary. I can use a wide tooth comb to get what I'm looking for. So if I want it super fluffy and big, what I'll do, I'll just take the hair by the ends, take the comb, and just kind of tease it up like so. And make sure you get the back this way. Your curls are fluffy. Make sure you get the roots of your hair, because you don't really want flat roots. I mean, if that's what you're going for, cool. But if not, then, you know, make sure you don't tease it too much. It doesn't look crazy. You don't want to look like Halloween, you know? So this, if you can see the difference, how these curls are more just kind of like flat and laying here. This side is kind of, it's more curlier. If you can see the difference. Really full and voluminous. And you can leave your bang like this, or you can push it out of the way, do what you want to do. So again, if you can see the difference from this side compared to just this flat side. So that's one way that you could do that. Another way, you can finger comb your curls just with your fingers. Finger comb right through these bad boys. These are all these methods are gonna give you different looks and different outcomes for your curls. See the difference? So this side is just more, you know, it's curled, we're ready to kick it, whatever. This side is still fluffy and up there. It's like a push-up bra, honey. And this is just like your bra, your regular bra. Okay, so the next way that you can do, you can comb it out with the brush if that's what you choose to do. So I'm just gonna go through with this brush. Brush it on out. The bang, I typically try to leave alone because it acts funny when it's brushed out. I do not know why. So again, here's a different look. So we have the curls that are just kind of brushed out, just kind of chilling. It's a little straight and wavy. And then we still got this side going strong. Our curls are holding. They is up there, honey. Up there, like some good cleavage on a summer night. And hair everywhere. God, I just swept in my bathroom. Now I have hair everywhere. Okay, so let's say you brush your curls out and you're like, I messed up. I don't like the way this looks. Because as you can see, we have two different results here. If that happens, what you can do, you can either recurl your hair if you have that kind of time, or you can go back and tease it. You can tease it. Tease the fuck out of your hair. So, again, we have different results. So one side is probably 70s porn star hair. And then this side is kind of like a natural, you know, it's teased and curled. You can still see the curl definition in the pattern. And over here, it's just like a wavy kind of tease, big and fluffy. So again, different way. I just go through and, like I said, tease the F out of my hair. You don't want to do it too much because you don't want to look like Halloween. So these are different types of curls that you can do. I've brushed this one out, so see how this curl is still kind of uniform. What I will do, I will take my curling iron and just kind of straighten it out. So the curl was there, and now it's like a loose wave, a big fluffy loose curl. So that is always an option for you. And see how it looks different. It's kind of looking like this side. So yeah. So let's say I did that and I don't like how it came out. I'm just gonna recurl it. So again, it really just depends on the type of look and curl that you're going for. Trust me, if I know I'm going to the club and I'm about to sweat it out, because I always sweat it out, I'm gonna probably just do it like this because it's gonna last me and these curls are gonna hold. If I know it's just a chill day, I'll probably do something like this and tease it. Of course, when I tease the hair, it falls. I mean, that's just, it's hair. It's not gonna stay unless you do spreads. And like I said, I don't do that. So here are the different ways, different things that you can do with the curls. You could brush all of them out. I kind of don't like doing that because I kind of feel like a wet rat when I do that. So, and I feel like it was a waste of time after all the curling that we just did. I mean, we're kind of at, 41 minutes right now for this video. I'm gonna have to bring this on down. Of course, if I wasn't filming and talking, it'd be a lot quicker. I could probably rush and curl my hair on a good day in 15 minutes to do my full head. Now, if my hair is already curled, this took longer because it was straight, but if my hair, that's what I meant. If my hair is already curly, it'll take me 15 minutes to just go through and kind of spruce up. But of course, if the hair is straight, it takes more time because I can't skip out on pieces. So here is the end result. I love curls and curly hair. I mean, straight hair is sleek and sexy, but it's just something about a good curl. And I love seeing other women with good curled hair because I'm like, girl, who did your hair? Was it you? Look at you in these streets. You can also pull it, but kind of don't like my hair pulled like this with the middle part because my head looks big. But yeah, different ways that you can do it. And I'll just pull like my little corner pieces here. Make sure your edges are good because, you know, it's one thing to have your hair with the middle part and everything's like this. It's in the front, it's looking good. But let's say your eyebrows on your edges ain't done and you chilling and you do one of these numbers and you like, ooh. No, somebody else is. He is or she is. They like, ooh, girl, pull it back, pull it back. All right. All right, I am done. I have talked y'all's ears off enough. I'm gonna play with my curls a little bit more because I got two different outcomes. Probably gonna have to brush this side out to match. But yes, thank you so much for watching this video and sticking it out with me all this time. It's a little time consuming. But for anyone that doesn't know how to curl their hair, I hope that I left you some good tips. Only thing you can do is practice. It takes time, but you will get it. I promise you. I promise. Just practice and use different barrels. I'll probably do another video with my other barrels, my medium and my large one, just so that you can see the difference. But I'm loving this tiny little baby barrel. Again, this is the smallest barrel that you can get. It looks kind of big on camera, but it's really tiny. So yeah, that barrel got me these curls, honey. These curls, these right here. All right, I'm gonna go. These grays, bro, these grays. All right, thank you for watching. Bye. So I just pulled all my hair back, and of course, I see a little baby piece that's trying to unravel. No, no, no. I'ma get ya. We gonna curl it back up.